Alright, you guys. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Chevy Boy back on the channel, and we are back once again on Demolition Derby 3. So, as promised, the video that went up today, about 3 hours ago, I said that I was going to do an alternating back and forth between the actual tournaments and the cars. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a couple of videos today, and then probably a couple of videos tomorrow, and just kind of space them like 3-4 days out, something like that. But today we're going to do a tournament. We're going to get the Takuma JDM unlocked. So yeah. And I think I asked you guys last, actually in a post on my channel post in the community, if you guys wanted to see CSR 1 or even a continuation of 2, because I want to bring more content than just this back to the channel. So I'm thinking about downloading CSR, the first game, and starting that up, and we'll see how that goes. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. But yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. We're going to do Tournament 6, and let's get underway here. So, it's B Squad and Series. Okay. I don't know what B Squad's supposed to be. I'm not sure what Series is supposed to be. So, what kind of cars are we racing here? DSX, Police Car, the Grand Callahan, and the Starlight. Dude, you know, for old time's sake, I kind of want to race the cop car. Give me a second. Because I got to put tires back on the cop car, otherwise it's not going to do very well. You know what I'm saying? So, because if I keep the tires off, it's not going to go great. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to run this first tournament in the cop car on the Dirt Rally reverse track. I think we're going to use a bunch of like different cars, honestly. So at the present moment, this thing is probably the fastest. I'm not sure why Lexi's car has a giant wing on the cop car, so it kind of looks like a Daytona, but obviously not. It's like the Daytona had a weird thing with an Oldsmobile, and it was just like, yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I had suggested the vinyls for that particular AI car, but I never put a wing on it, so I think that was Mike G's idea. But don't quote me on that. This reverse rally track is actually really fun. For those of you guys that remember, oh man, we're really gonna do that? Alright. No, for those of you guys that remember, we did, oh man, which car was it? I want to say it was, the last head-to-head we did. I think between the trucks, we used this track. Yeah, we used this track on the, oh god, frame drops. I don't know why I'm having frame drops all of a sudden. It's really weird. I have no clue. There's just certain parts of the game it doesn't like. Who knows? I got this car had spotlights on it. Or a spotlight, I should say. $80 miles an hour up the dirt hill. Oh my. kind of want to get a photo. This is kind of a cool shot. But yeah, no, what are you guys up to? Me, this is day 3 of my 5-day week, or weekend, I should say, you know. And then I gotta work Saturday, Sunday, and I think Monday and Tuesday. I think I have Tuesday off, and then I ended up applying to go back to work full-time because I was working part-time for a while. And, yeah, part-time thing, it's weird. Basically they were like, well, you know, I guess, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of hard to explain. Basically they were like, well, you know, you're not acting like you normally do in terms of like me being happy-go-lucky or whatever. I don't know what that's got to do with anything, but they're like, do you want to take time off? And I'm like, I guess, well, take time off or even like cut hours. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I've been cutting hours, and then I realized, like, with my paychecks are a lot smaller. Like a lot smaller. So I'm just like, oh shit, you know, oh crap. Well, like, I should probably do something about that. So, yeah. What track is this? That's Aquatic Rewind. I'm gonna go, I think, with this car. Oh, there Lexi is again. But yeah, so basically, that's what the deal is with the lower hours. And I'm going back to full-time because, like I said, you know, I realized that, holy crap, like, yeah, my schedule is a lot nicer because I'm free up for 3 more hours out of the day. But the problem is like, I'm suffering in terms of, you know, paychecks, because instead of making, you know, say $1.50 every month, now I'm only bringing in about $1,000. So, because I'm losing about, you know, 50%, well, a third of my income just to cutting hours. So it's kind of one of those things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I probably shouldn't be sharing this, you know, on YouTube, but it's like, I don't know if they're going to care that much. And if they do, oh well, you know what I mean? It's my channel. And if they didn't want that getting out, then This is a cool shot. This car just like staring up at the skybox here. By the way, I can't get over how cool that skybox looks. It looks great. Oof, that would have shot the suspension out. That would have been one of those, I don't know about this. That would have been some dead suspension right there. But yeah, no, so I mean, I don't know, I'm going to go back to getting full-time hours because I like the full-time pay. I forgot the shadows are there too. The fact that this thing has a V8 is just kind of insane. Woo. Now, there's a lot of cars that I want to like put up against each other in terms of for like head-to-heads and stuff. So like the Mustang, the Camaro, you know, and the Barracuda, all those different cars. Oof. The bumper looks all sad now, so do the taillights. I can't get over how like nice the interior looks for the most part. So anybody else notice that on the older cars it doesn't have the rear view mirror? Like that would have been nice if those things actually worked, but I mean obviously we can't have everything, so right. Oof. You can feel the suspension kind of bounce. Wait, why are they all on crickets? Those aren't even a car that you can use. That doesn't make any sense. You know, you can't even use the cricket. Why are they all on crickets? That doesn't make any freaking sense. So I think for these... Oh, I didn't even realize there were 4 events. So I think for these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like one of each car, basically. I think it's the turbo car, yeah. So this is the turbocharged model. When I say model, this is just the turbo. The race motor, I think, is what is in this car. I mean, this thing handles okay for being front-wheel drive, but it's way too freaking small. Oop. Rip. Tried to cut it and lost. 8? Wait a minute, that didn't make any sense. Why are there only 7 cars? Okay. Alright. Oh, somebody died. I don't know who that was, but somebody died. Sure as heck wasn't Max here. It wasn't Ron. It wasn't Andy. Was it Lexi? No, she's right there. Come on. Come on, cross the finish line. 137, 36 miles an hour, whatever. This car is actually really fast. Like, this is as fast as a lot of the old muscle cars could get back in the day, which is kind of insane. Especially for a little, like, piece of crap hatchback like this. Okay, I don't know how I split that, but I did. I mean, the only thing I like about front-wheel drives is that you can kind of rotate them around corners without, you know, fear of spinning out for the most part. Like, you can kind of go fast and rotate them around corners. Only problem is they're in real life they're very understeery. Go, 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 go. Shoot, 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 go. Doggone it. I blew that, didn't I? Yeah, I blew it. Okay. Well, that was not a clean sweep. That could have been. That could have been a clean sweep. It wasn't, but it could have been. I'm still 5 points ahead. Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me? No, I'm just swearing up a storm here. No, are you kidding me? Like, dude, come on. Okay. No, now I have to beat the last race on B Squad. Holy crap. Alright. Let's do this, Grand Callahan. Gotta be carrying their little piece of crap cricket here. Oof. You know, I will say that the only bad thing about these bigger cars is, like, if they take a hit, you can... I mean, usually you can feel it, like, and you can kind of just drive through it, but... I don't even know. I'm just kind of talking out of my tail feathers here at the moment, but... You know, these bigger cars, they do accelerate probably slower, but they also have more power, so it's kind of offset, I suppose. Like, the more power they have, it's because they're heavier, but that's obvious, right? So, I mean, look at this car. This thing does 150 with the nitrous, yes, but still 150, whereas the little DSX didn't even do that, so. But the DSX didn't also have the heavier steering. It was a lot lighter, but by virtue of being front-wheel drive, you can kind of just rotate it around corners. But then rear-wheel drive, there's a lot of pushing and all other kinds of stuff. So, like with front-wheel drive, there are some bumps you just can't do. But that's mostly because they're the lighter cars. Like the lighter cars, this thing is heavy, and I know I'm just talking for the sake of talking at this point because, shoot. Yeah, see? Go, 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 go. Tell me that, okay, this is barely not even halfway. Like, I was gonna say, if I'm like 90% of the way through this, I'm kind of screwed. I mean, like the bigger cars, yeah, they're harder to turn, but they have more power, so and they're probably more satisfying to drive, in my opinion. Like the smaller cars, yeah, they're easier to drive, quick, but the bigger cars, especially with like muscle cars, even in like games like Need for Speed, Carbon, you know, Most Wanted, you know what I mean, Payback, Heat, etc., etc., the bigger cars are more fun to drive for me just because I know how to handle them. A lot of people are like, oh, they're big old heavy muscle cars, you know, they don't handle whatever. No, it's not that they don't handle, you just don't know how to drive them. Like these cars, I know how to drive them. Yeah, sometimes I drive them like an idiot, but I still know how to drive them. Like I'm not somebody who sits here and complains, oh, you know, this Grand Callahan is crappy because it doesn't turn on a dime like the DSX may or may not. Like, I know it's not going to turn on a dime because it's not built to. It's built to go fast in its own domain, which is usually in a straight line. It can corner if you know what you're doing. The AA here, the anti-aliasing would be nice. Yeah, no, like even with that sign, the DSX would have looked at that sign and been like, oh crap, like you gotta move out of the way because you can't do anything. Whereas this car, you just kind of plow through the sign and you're okay. Yeah, no, 20 points. Eat it. Eat it. I mean, yeah, I got 7th, but I'm still first. So, 3 out of 4. 75% ain't bad. I was going for, you know, full sweep, but don't care. How long has this video been? 19 minutes? Oh my god. Okay. 4 events. Oh, joy. How many laps here? 2 laps on this track. You guys. Man, I really don't want to do that to you guys. 4 laps on that one. You know what, though? I might actually be able to do this. Hold on. So you got the Stinger, the Grand Callahan, the police car, and the DSX. I'm going to do this car. I have not touched this car in a minute. I have not run this car in a minute, so we're going to do this. This car is actually one of my favorite cars in the game. But that's partially just because it's based on one of the coolest cars that Mopar has ever built, being the Plymouth Barracuda. And yes, I actually hit the brakes for that. Unlike most of the times when I race this track where it's like, oh, I don't know how to brake apparently. Like, I can drive smart, I just, most of the time I choose not to. And that's kind of my downfall sometimes, is I just choose not to drive smart, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, you guys probably don't want to watch the entirety of this tournament, but I figured I'd do it just because it shouldn't be that long. I mean, it's probably going to be over half an hour, but like, at this point, it's one of those, if you guys aren't going to watch it for the entirety of it, then you're not going to. But for those of you who do watch it for the entirety of it, thank you. Because I will say that normally with people that I watch on YouTube, that, yeah, no, even with that sign, that would have killed me. But even with, like, a lot of the people that I watch on YouTube, normally, if I like them, I'll watch all the way through a video, no matter if it's 10 minutes, no matter if it's an hour, like, I'll still watch it. So, like, even, like, that shot's pretty cool, too. So, right there. Well, this thing actually rotates pretty well. I know in the replay it doesn't look as good though. Somebody clobbered the stop sign there. And on the replays it looks very like janky. Oh, somebody's dead. Sorry, dude. Not sorry. Your fault, not mine. Oop. I hate it when I smack the roof like that. Like, even the roll cage doesn't really do... Like, you'd think it would stop the deformation of the roof into, like, the seats and stuff, but it doesn't, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. So, yeah, what are you guys up to? Me, I'm just kind of hanging out, not really doing much, except for making videos, you know, just kind of chilling, but... Oh, that turn was pretty good. Okay, the fire spit was kind of cool. That was cool. This car is going to end up eating dirt, or eating asphalt, I should say. But it's still a cool shot. Like, watch. Oof. Oh, 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 oh. No, I had a rollover the other day when I was over at my mom's house. In this game, on this actual map, by the way, where I was just showing my little brother the replay. I'll probably post it sometime if you guys want to see it, but the car rolled like 6 or 7 times and slid to a dead stop, but still went through, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Ah, oh, not the cricket, come on. Not the cricket, come on. I'm being overpowered here. I mean, yeah, I know I joke around and like, oh, you know, I'll bully all these little crickets, but like, that ain't right, man, especially not when it's the player. I actually really do like this track, though. I like the tight turning of the front-wheel drive cars. I mean, that's like the only thing I like about them, is you can kind of turn with them at speed. Otherwise, it's very hard because they don't accelerate. They brake nicely, they just don't accelerate very well. The only thing they really do is turn. They're kind of on rails, but yeah, no, see what I mean? If it was one of the bigger cars, yeah, it would have hit it and probably flinched a little bit, but that, like, went sideways and almost killed it, so I don't know, guys. This race is going to be at least 2.5, 3 minutes, but even, like, with that street sign, I mean, come on, man. I mean, again, yeah, I know I'm hitting these things at, like, full speed or whatever, but at the same time, like, dude, that shouldn't be that slow. Did I even upgrade this thing? I can't remember if I did or not. No, I think this is the stock motor. I think I kept the stock engine in this thing, or something similar to that, like, oh my god. Wait, hold on, what engine is in this thing? Did I really? I think I did. I think the stock motor is in this thing. This is kind of insane. Okay. I know I'm just taking random, like, screenshots, but I don't care because screenshots for the most part look cool. I wonder if, like, the AI... Are you serious right now? How? How was I whooping on... Oh my god. How was I gaining on this giant, like, Ford midsize car? What the freaking crap? Prison escape. Stinger Grand Callahan. I think this calls for a police car. Just because, I mean, the name of the map, right? Like, we did that last time with the big old B-body car, so it comes no surprise that we do it again here, right? The Caprice slash, you know, Ford box Panther car. And I know my driving is atrocious right now. Like, oof. Okay, I think they did. That was kind of cool. I'm in fourth. Oh, somebody pushed the box around. That's kind of funny. Whoa. Well, that was kind of weird. The actual number on the character even, or on the AI's name, was even, like, glitching. Maybe it's my phone, I don't know. Ever since I got a new phone, this game has been weird. I mean, I can brake and turn, it's easier to slam into the wall, even though it slows me down more than braking. You know, racing game noob logic 101. Why hit the brakes when hitting the wall and or another player stops me just the same, but, like, messes them up, right? In the case of hitting a player. I will say, though, that people that, like, bash into other players, whether they're inexperienced or not, that was my fault. Obviously, it was my fault. I'm the one driving. But no, like, those that bash into other players, whether they're inexperienced or not, they drive me nuts. Like, I was playing GTA with my cousin. I was trying to do races, and I couldn't beat any of the races because you had all these, players that were just bashing into you, running you off the road. I mean, yeah, I know it's not Forza, but, like, good grief, man. $60 versus $37. See, that's how it should be. Seven out of 8. Wow, 6 out of 7 races right now. I'm gonna go 7 out of 8 here. I wonder. You know what? I think I'm gonna run the DSX just because I can. Wait, this is Midtown Madness. I love this track. I haven't touched this track in forever. Midtown Madness is such a good track, by the way. I need to go back into this track. I think that's what I'm gonna do when I do the stalker. Is I'm gonna go back into this track and I'm just gonna run it because I love the way that they laid this track out. I think this is I think this is one of the tracks that we were first introduced to with this map, and it was so good. And I remember just loving it, and I'd sit there and I'd grind like 10 laps on it with my little brother just because I could. And it was just one of those, like, the game is fun, this track is fun. Yeah, the multiplayer is a little dodgy at points, but, like, I don't think I care. You know what I mean? It's fun. I don't know what to tell you guys other than, like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I get bored of this game, but other times I come back to it and I'm just like, oh man, like, I forget how fun this is. I mean, even from its humble beginnings of, before I started recording, like when there was just like glitches of the engine disappearing and glitching out of cars, and the the map for the salvage yard actually being like a nighttime map, or closer to nighttime than it is now. I don't know, there's just something about this game. Like, even though it's kind of, how would you say, handicapped for being a mobile game, it's still it's a fun experience, right? So, yeah, why is there a pile of golden excreta? Overall rank, 8,000, 4,000, and 2,000. I got $14,000 and a brand new car. And I got $10,000. Well, 10,000, 8,000, 4,000. So $22,000 and a brand new car. Get wrecked. So, yeah, I know this video is probably like, oh, it's only 35 minutes long. That's not bad. I thought it was going to be worse. I thought it was going to be like 40 minutes long, and then you guys wouldn't want to watch it, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, no, what did you guys think? I don't know which screenshot I'm going to be using. You guys will know before I do. Wow, that's a lie. You know what I mean? Like, it'll go up, and you guys will already know which screenshot I've used. But, like, in the past here, you guys are going to know before I do, kind of a thing. But anyways, yeah, no, what'd you guys think? Did you like it? I actually didn't mind this tournament, right? Like the next tournament, what car unlocks the next tournament? The Omega 455, which car is that? I think it's in a full-size market, actually. Yeah, this monstrosity. It's 30,000, but I still don't really know what this is. It almost looks like a giant like Bonneville or something. It is huge, monstrous. But yeah, no, if you guys did enjoy this, let me know. I will eventually get to, the other, 12, 13 cars, whatever. Because I just did this one, so it's going to be 14, actually. I'll get to the other 14 cars. But, yeah, no. I mean, did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys not enjoy it? What'd you think? Let me know. Like I said, I enjoy doing these videos. I really like playing this game. Let me know what you guys think I should do in terms of other content. Whether it be CSR 1 or 2. Or if you just want me to keep doing these. But, yeah, aside from losing the one race in the tournament, I think I did pretty good. 7 out of 8. What is that? That's like 12.5%. So 12 times 7 is 84. So it's like 87%. That's a B. That's a B plus, man. Like, that's a B plus grade in terms of winning the tournament. So, I mean, it was really just because of my own stupidity. But, yeah, no, if you guys did enjoy it, anyways, let me know. Next video I'll be doing is probably going to be on this thing, the Commander GT. And, yeah. But in the meantime, this is Chevy Boy signing out. Peace, y'all.